Texaco town. The 45,000 dealers who serve you with Fire Chief gasoline and other Texaco products present His Honor the Mayor, Eddie Cantor.
Hello, everybody. I represent the Citizens Committee. You promised to help us out.
I've got to talk to you right away.
You can't keep us waiting.
Now, wait a minute. One at a time, please. Mayor, I run the dairy here, and I'm having trouble. I've got 9 cows, and they're afraid to let me milk them. They're afraid to let you milk them? What kind of cows are they? Jersey heifers. They're not Jersey heifers. They're New York Giants. How do you figure that out? Because they're afraid of the Yanks.
Well, never mind all that fooling, Mayor. Why don't you see that the man gets a milking machine?
Milking machine? Why, that would cost $3,000. Who's going to pay for it?
For the taxpayers. Let them kick in.
The taxpayers again say. All their lives, the taxpayers kick in for this and kick in for that. In fact, they kick in until they kick off, and after they kick off, they're still in the hole.
Well, maybe you're right, but after all, we're not as bad off as they are in Europe.
No?
No, I read in today's papers where Holland and Switzerland followed France off the gold standard.
Yes, they're starting their football season right with us.
Football season?
Sure. France kicked over the gold. That was 1 down and 2 to go. So Holland and Switzerland went into a huddle and decided to make it a triple threat. But they couldn't gain any ground because they had no reserves, and that's why they tried a collateral pass.
Well, what has that got to do with this country?
That's where all Americans fit in. France might try to make another touchdown here, and if we don't guard our end, we'll be thrown for a loss, and we'll never get a quarterback. I never expected that I'd be elected the mayor of Texaco town. In things governmental, I'm not sentimental, but the news almost made me break down. So while I'm the one to rejoice, you'll all be repaid for your choice. For when your kids won't finish their whole plate of spinach, let them watch one man put it down. He's a spinach inhaler, looks like Popeye the Sailor. Who? The mayor of Texaco town. When some politicians compared their incisions, one man took off his dressing gown. They stared at this stripper, his scar had a zipper. Who? The mayor of Texaco town. Now there's a young blade, he's a hound with the ladies. Each girl on this program has found. His kissing and hugging will get him a slugging. Who? Wallington of Texaco, that's the time I fooled ya. A young woman hater, to girls wouldn't cater. He swore he would not settle down. But he was hooked by a nighter, and 5 girls beside her. Who? A mayor of Texaco town. Goodbye, folks. If you leave everything to me, you'll be perfectly satisfied.
I'm not leaving. You're the worst mayor we ever had here. I investigated at the police station and found it run down.
Yeah.
I snooped into the Board of Education, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
I sneaked around the bus terminal and can't imagine why you permit such a horrible place. What are you going to do about it?
Madam, I'm going to give you this handkerchief.
Handkerchief? What for?
You've had your nose in everybody else's business. You might as well put it where it belongs.
If you had any sense, you'd take that children's playground and change it into a poodle promenade.
Poodle promenade? You sure you don't want a perambulator for Pekingese puppies?
Stop that nonsense. I'm having a lot of trouble with my dog.
Why bother me? Go out and buy a bigger pair of shoes.
Maybe you don't realize who you're talking to. My name is Elizabeth Anastasia Vandergraaf.
Okay, Liz.
Liz? I'll have you understand that I'm the toast of society.
Well, be careful somebody doesn't drop an egg on you.
Are you or are you not going to do something about the poodle promenade?
Impossible. Next thing you know, you want a concert hall for cats.
Cats? Cats? I hate those beastly animals.
You should with that puss.
I can't stand cats. They make such a terrible noise.
Oh, I think a cat makes a nice noise. Didn't you ever hear a lovesick cat sitting on a fence serenading his mate like this? Come on out tonight.
How can you compare that hideous sound to a Pekingese?
I'd rather hear, hello, Mr. Allen. Oh, tally-ho.
This is much nicer.
No.
Yes.
No.
Jack Renard and the Texaco Orchestra salute the Lucky Strike program with a special arrangement called Your Hit Parade.
Carker's just called up and wants the Texaco ad for his newspaper.
Well, Pete, put on your thinking cap. We've got the right one.
I've got it, Jimmy.
What's that?
Right across the top, we'll say, Texaco Fire Chief is the best gasoline in the world.
No, we can't do that, Pete. We know it is, and so do lots of other people. But you've got to tell people why it's the best gasoline and what it'll do for them.
I've got it.
What's that?
Why don't you read this Texaco ad from the Saturday Evening Post?
All right, give it to me. It's a good idea. Listen to this. Lightning action. Today, your gasoline must do its complete power job in 1/100th of a second, or you don't get full power and mileage as you drive. That calls for lightning action, the quick, complete firing that Texaco Fire Chief gives you. Still further improved, Texaco Fire Chief is free from lazy, slow-burning elements that slow up gasoline action. We take these sluggish elements out of Texaco Fire Chief by our carefully controlled, modern refining processes. You feel the difference as you drive. Your engine steps up, your car steps out.
That's perfect. Let's step over and hand this ad to Park Your Carcass.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now broadcasting from our own station, TEX. Last week, little Deanna Durbin sang Il Bacio, and thousands who heard her refused to believe that this child with the operatic voice is only 13 years old. You can take my word for it, it's true. Deanna's barely 13 and pretty as a picture. Here she is. Come on, Deanna. Right up to the microphone. That's it, darling. Tonight, Deanna's going to sing A Heart That's Free from the photoplay San Francisco.
With a laugh dance, mine's a life to entrance, but I never could sleep. And the words that I sing, and the dreams that I sing, is the song of a
perfectly swell. I want to tell you, Deanna, it's grand. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, if you get the same kind of a thrill that I get hearing this little girl sing. Honestly, you know, I want to tell you something. I don't blame you. Every time I hear her sing, I want to go home and stab my 5 girls. I don't know what that is. Not that they haven't any talent. My girls are all right. Of course, they don't sing, they don't dance, they don't play musical instruments, but gosh, do they tear stockings. Oh! And my little girl, Janet, Deanna, you know her. Little Janet, I want to tell you something. She is getting to be awful. Last week I said, Janet, why don't you play with your doll? She said, oh, Daddy, those kiddish things. 8 years old, those kiddish things. I said, well, play with your other toys. She said, oh, I don't know. It's just such, you know, babyish stuff. I said, all right, take your bicycle, take your skate. She said, oh, Daddy, I don't get a thrill out of it. I said, Janet, for a girl 8 years old, you certainly act disgusted with life. She said, well, I'll tell you the truth, Daddy. If it wasn't for Gary Cooper and Clark Gable and Robert Taylor, we girls wouldn't have a thing to live for. Oh, yes. Hello, Jimmy. What's wrong?
Listen, you better not go out that way. Parker Carcass is waiting for you, and he's mad as a hornet. Here he is now.
Oh, Parker Carcass. Parker Carcass, what's the matter? What makes you so excited?
Why are you printing in the newspaper what you gonna beat me up?
I'm gonna beat you up? Where does it say that?
Right here. It says Mayor Scranton gonna clean up that creek Parker Carcass.
You dumbass, that says Mayor Canton to clean out the creek in the park. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
Park. I thought you didn't have enough room to put your carcass on the paper.
Yep. Park your carcass. You know, I never saw you so mad.
Yeah, I'm so mad right now I could kill myself. Where could I find a lawyer?
Yep. A lawyer? You want to sue somebody?
You got the situation. Look what else is printed in that paper about
what?
me. If Parker Carcass is elected president, he will ruin the country.
Which newspaper was that in?
Mine.
Who printed it?
I did.
So you're going to sue yourself for printing those things?
Yeah, but I don't worry.
You're not worried?
No, I can't collect. I'm broke.
Yep. Park your carcass. The next time you order a glass of beer, do me a favor.
Right.
Have the bartender put the head on you.
Hey, you know, yesterday my dog went into a saloon and he ordered a glass of beer.
Your dog ordered a glass of beer?
Certainly. He walked up to the bartender and he said, woof, woof.
Woof, woof. Why, that's a bark.
Don't you never hear of bark beer?
Yep.
You know, when I go out to speak on my campaign, I'm going to take that dog with me because he's got a very short tail.
Well, what good is a dog with a short tail on campaign?
He could make stump speeches.
Go away. He can make stump. Listen, Park your carcass, now that you're running for president, you might as well know how to go about it. You should start in by going around and kissing all the babies.
No, that's no good. I kissed one last night.
What happened?
Now she's suing me. That baby was 27.
No. You don't understand. I mean, for instance, you've got to give all the men Coronas, you know.
No, that's for women, not for men.
What's for women? I said Coronas. Do you know what Coronas are?
Sure, Coronas is what the ladies wears in the morning.
No. You mean kimonos.
No, sir. A kimono is the paper you get when you graduate from school.
No, that's a diploma.
You crazy. That's who you call when the water pipe breaks, diploma.
No. You're thinking of a plumber.
Plumber, that's fruit. Oranges, peaches, plums, and plummets.
No, that's plum.
Don't tell me a plum is a fella who won't work.
No, that's a bum. If I won't work, I'm a bum.
Well, don't holler and nobody will find out.
Quiet! What's for you? Look, Park your carcass. In your campaign, you must have a platform that will benefit the people. Tell me about the platform. What's yours?
Bananas.
Yep. What do you mean, bananas?
Yes, sir. If everybody's going to eat bananas, then prosperity comes back in bunches.
Yep. All right, how? How do you figure that out?
Well, when you're eating a banana, what do you do with the peel?
I throw it away.
You see? That's a miracle.
A miracle from throwing away a piece of banana peel?
I could prove you. So somebody slips on that peel.
Yes.
He falls down and there is up his pants.
Yep.
Right away, the cleaners get more business, right?
That's right.
Now, the cleaners has got to buy more gasoline.
Yep.
So TEXACO makes more money.
That's right.
TEXACO makes more money, they're going to give you a raise. You get more money, you give me a raise.
Yes, but I still don't see the miracle.
Boy, if you give me a raise, that's a miracle.
Go away. little song from old Mexico.
Oh, no, not Mexico, Eddie. The Spanish pronunciation is Mexico.
Yeah?
You make the X sound like an H, you see? Mexico.
Mexico?
That's right.
All right, I'll sing a song from Mexico, and you go out and sell some Texico.
Gosh, you must feel Spanish tonight.
What a coincidence, Jimmy Wallington, what a
What is it?
coincidence.
What?
Why, that's the title of the song that I'm about to sing. Oh, what a sweet melody. Spanish music to me is the thing with the swing that gets under my skin. Oh, there's a spell over me, and it's easy to see that a dance of romance is about to begin. Oh, give me a touch of Old Spain, a rollicky rumba refrain, 'cause I feel so Spanish tonight. Just give me a sweet senorita with a rose in her hair like Marquita, 'cause I feel so Spanish tonight. Give me lots of tambourines and a steel guitar, any old guitar, and you'll hear me sing. La cucaracha, you no quiere caminado. Just give me a flock of tamales, the kind that they had in the follies, and I'll show you who's real dynamite. If I should start doing the rumba, I'd put Fred Astaire on the bumper, 'cause I feel so Spanish tonight. Oh, my father, he came from Alaska. My mother, she came from Nebraska. Still, I feel so Spanish tonight. I've never been east of Savannah. In fact, I was raised in Montana. Still, I feel so Spanish tonight. I once had to fight a bull in the kid from Spain. He got mad at me. Now I've got a pain in my cucaracha, you no quiere caminado. I'm known as a gay caballero whenever I wave my sombrero. For some girl, it means sweet delight. The sight of a balcony thrills me. I'll climb one tonight if it kills me, 'cause I feel so Spanish tonight.
That was fine.
Yep.
That was really swell. How would you folks here in Texaco Park like to hear Mayor Cantor sing the hit tune from Sing Baby Sing? You like it?
When trouble troubles you, sing, baby, sing. Do what the birdies do. Sing, baby, sing. When the cold winter comes and they are all out of crumbs, why, the poor little birdies, they ain't eating, but they are tweet, tweet, tweeting. Oh, ho, ho, don't you know? A song a day keeps mean old Mr. Gloom away. Hard luck don't like music with that certain swing. So swing while you sing, baby, sing. When troubles trouble you, sing, baby, sing. Do what the birdies do. Sing, baby, sing. When the cold winter comes and they are all out of crumbs, why, the poor little birdies, they ain't eating, but they are tweet, tweet, tweeting. Oh, ho, ho, don't you know? A song a day keeps mean old Mr. Gloom away. Hard luck don't like music with that certain swing. So swing it, sing it, sing, baby, sing. Oh, Jack, tell me, Jack Renard, why do you look so sad?
Wallington keeps kidding me that I'm fat.
Yeah.
I only weigh 310 pounds.
Well, but your wife told me you weigh 380.
All right, 380. What's 70 pounds for a fellow like me?
Not much, your left arm. It's nothing at all. You're all right. You're all right.
Oh, you're starting too. Now listen, Gracie.
Gracie, wait a minute, Jack. Wait a minute. You must be looking at me from the wrong angle. Wait a minute.
No kidding, Eddie.
Yeah, wait a minute. Later, Jack. Look, I've got to find my son, Bobby.
Oh, he's over there, Eddie.
Oh, Bobby, come on in. Bobby, my boy, how are you?
Hello, Dad.
Well, how did you like your vacation on Mr. Jones's farm?
I had a swell time, Daddy. I got stung by a bumblebee.
You got stung by a bumblebee and you call that swell?
You should see it swell. I sat right down on that bumblebee, and I wouldn't get up while he was stinging me. Boy, did it hurt.
Well, why didn't you get up instead of sitting there in pain?
Well, I figured I was hurting him as much as he was hurting me.
Tell me, were there any children up there for you to play with?
No, but I had a good time with the animals.
Yeah?
I played follow the leader with them. Whatever the animals did, I did.
Follow the leader with animals? Gee, that must have been fun.
It was fun until some smart aleck chicken laid an egg.
Of course you couldn't. Tell me. Of course you couldn't. Did you have good weather all the time?
Well, it rained a couple of days and I had to stick in the house. I wouldn't have minded that, but there was nothing to read.
Well, didn't Mrs. Jones put any books in your room at all?
Only a Bible. But that's no good when a fellow feels like reading.
It isn't? What? Listen, Bobby. No matter what you've ever read, you'll find it written much better in the Bible.
How can you say that, Daddy? There's nothing in the Bible as exciting as 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh, no? Did you ever read the chapter about Jonah, who was swallowed by a whale and lived to tell the story? Is that exciting?
A man was swallowed by a whale and lived?
Yes, the Bible is full of all those stories. Drama, mystery, adventure, and tales about great men like Jonah and Daniel and Joseph.
Yes, but there's only one Parthiacoccus.
Well, that's nothing. Noah had 2 of every animal. You know, Bobby, you should read the story of Noah and the flood. The Lord was angry with the people on earth, and he wiped them all out, except Noah and his family.
Well, I like books about invention. I once read how Edison invented the electric light and how Alexandra Bell made the telephone.
They were marvelous creations, Bobby.
Sure, nobody in the Bible ever made such wonderful things.
Listen, son. Edison took 4 years to make his electric light, and Bell took 6 years to make the telephone. But remember this. The Lord created the world and everything in it in 6 days. And he had time to rest on the 7th.
I did start to read about that, Daddy. But those words are so old-fashioned. You know, like prayers.
Well, prayers aren't old-fashioned. After all, prayers are only little messages that we send to heaven.
Oh, now I know why we send them at night.
Why?
To get cheaper rates.
Oh. Bobby, look, you said you couldn't understand the Bible because the words were old-fashioned.
That's right, Daddy.
Well, let's see if I can make it clear to you. The first people on earth were Adam and Eve, and they had 2 sons, Cain and Abel. One day, in a fit of anger, Cain killed Abel, and he had to run away.
Gee, then Cain was the first public enemy number 1.
That's right, Bobby. Anything that happens today has happened before, and you can read it in the Bible.
Anything?
Yes, anything, Bobby.
How about the Schmeling and Lewis fight?
Well, you think the Schmeling-Lewis fight was so great?
Well, Schmeling weighed less than Joe Lewis, and still he went in there and beat him.
Yes, but they were both heavyweights. The Bible tells a story about a lightweight who beat a heavyweight for the championship of the world.
Really? Who was it?
The lightweight was David, and the heavyweight was Goliath. And David knocked out Goliath with 1 blow, and there were no motion picture rights then either.
It sounds wonderful. I'm going to quit the book I'm reading and start on the Bible.
Which book is that, Bobby?
It's called We and was written by Colonel Lindbergh.
That's a good book, son.
It tells how Colonel Lindbergh flew across the ocean all alone and battled the wind and storms for almost 34 hours. Is there anything like that in the Bible, Daddy?
Well, not exactly. But there's a story in it about a man called Moses who led his people across the desert for 40 years. Not 34 hours, Bobby. 40 years. And believe me, he had more than storms to battle.
I know about that. That's in the song they taught us. You know, the one I used to sing in the choir.
Go down, Moses? Do you still remember it?
Daddy, you can't forget those songs so quickly. When Israel was in Egypt's land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand. Let my people go. Moses said, let my people go. If not, I'll smite your firstborn dead. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Go tell old Pharaoh to let my people go.
That good? Come on out, Bobby.
Thank you very much.
My friends, I hope you enjoyed being with us in Texaco Town. Come again next Sunday. And during the week, drive around and see the man who makes this program possible. Your neighborhood Texaco dealer. Say I sent you. It'll make it kind of nice for me. And remember, I love to spend each Sunday with you. As friend to friend, I'm sorry it's true. I'm telling you just how I feel. I hope you feel that way too. Let's make a date for next Sunday night. I'm here to state will be my delight to sing again, bring again the things you want me to. I love to spend each Sunday with you. Good night.
Eddie Cantor in Texaco Town will be with you again next Sunday at the same hour. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Nine p.m. BULOVA Boulevard Watch Time. WABC, New York.